Alright, we're going to be making this part from the design class 3D models. This one's quite a simple one, but it's got a few things, like you've got to do a shell at the correct time, and you've got to create this slant, which looks quite easy, but it's quite tricky to get in at the right dimensions. There's a few steps to go through. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just look at my overall size, and first thing I see is I've got a circle and a rectangle. And then we've got this curve here, but we'll get to that later. I'm just going to first draw this circle, draw this rectangle, and just look at the sizes that we've got. So we've got a radius of 10, so this will just be a circle with a diameter of 20, and a rectangle that is 25 by 6 down, that links up right at the circle there. So we'll start 2D sketch, click on the work plane. I'm going to draw a circle right on this cross axis at 20. I'm then going to draw a rectangle that is touching up here, and this is 25, and I'm just going to click tab, which is like next to your Q key, sometimes next to the 1, and that lets me change right to there, and this is 6. Finish my sketch, I'll extrude it, and the distance that it's extruding is 20. So what I'm going to do for this as well, I'm going to do distance, but I'm going to do symmetric, and this is going to do it both ways. This will mean that this is right on the axis. It's not totally necessary for this, but it's just a good habit to get into it. So I'm going to get this 20, and that means that it's just on this origin there. So if I ever wanted to create something right in the center, then I could do that really easily without having to create any extra work planes. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to shell it. I'm going to click the shell tool, and the thickness of this is 2. Need to make sure you remove a face. If you just click OK, it will shell the full thing, but it's not removed that front face. If you ever need to change that, you can go to your modeling tree, double click, and click remove faces, and click the face you want to remove. So that's the front part removed. Then I'm going to work on creating the part where the air comes out, and for that I'm just going to start a 2D sketch and draw this rectangle on the top. Then going to just dimension this into place first. So this is 12, and oops, so this is going to be the wrong way, so if I change that size to 3, it's going to start doing it this way. So I'll just undo that, and I'll maybe change the distance first, then it will sort of stick that in place, and that change won't, this line won't go on that side anymore. We just push it along, and I can finish my sketch. I'm going to extrude, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to not put in a size for this. I'm going to just put in to next, and it will just go to the next surface that it touches. It's a good habit to get into, so that if I change anything on the drawing, this will all update. So if I wanted to make it thicker or whatever, this will just continue to this will keep changing as changes happen. Next thing we need to do is we need to just get that angle in and start a 2D sketch on this face. I'm then going to change my view so I can see through the object. I'm going to do wireframe. I'm going to do wireframe with edges so that I can see this, and I'm going to go to my project geometry tool just so I can get some of these lines in so that I can click onto them. I'm going to draw a rectangle, and then I'm just going to dimension this rectangle. This size is 7, and I'm going to draw a line between them, then trim off some of my excess lines. Finish my sketch, extrude. This is going to be cut. Try 2 next. I could try 2. I could just click that face, and then if I change any of my sizes, again it'll all update with it. Click OK, and then realistic. I'll go realistic with edges. So that's a pretty simple shape, but it's got a few tricky things, like getting in this part is quite tricky, making sure you're shelling. Oh, and I forgot one last thing. I've got to do a fillet here, which is 5. And that's that part done.